Hello, welcome to Blonde Cards and Bakes. Let's make something together. Hello everyone, welcome to Blonde Cards and Bakes. This is my December Love from Lizi 10 cards, 1 kit video. This is what I have left from the kit after my 10 cards. And I have to say I've still got tons more paper. Well, not tons, but I could definitely make at least another 5 cards with the paper that's left in here. I have a good amount of the embellishments, puffy stickers, buttons. I didn't use very many of these at all. The stamp set, of course, that's a keeper. And the stencil. The stencil I didn't get to use at all this time around. The dies. The flowers, I've just got 2 flowers left from the kit, and the banners. This is another thing I didn't get to use. I have some ideas for them and I could go on and do another 5 cards, but I'm crushed for time at the moment. So allow me to share with you the 10 cards that I did make. So this is my first card, and this is a diamond pop-up card. This tutorial, the video to make this card I watched on YouTube. Samantha from Mixed Up Crafts does some awesome tutorials. I love watching her. There's so many I love watching on YouTube. She is one of my favorites though, and this is one of her cards. So I've used the blue and creams. I think this is quite masculine, even though it has butterflies on it. I think you could get away with this as a masculine card. But yes, so when you take this out of your envelope, it pops up just like that. So this is how it sits. Bouncy, bouncy. And this is how I think you get the idea this way. This is how it would sit. This is how it is. So yes, I've used the papers in Lizi's kit. I have made the card using a blue heavy cardstock and some cream card with this beautiful paper. I have a punch in my stash, and I was able to punch out these lovely little butterflies. Some are in vellum, some are in cream, some are in the actual paper that's on the front here, just so that the whole lot matches. So it has little raised bits on it. I have used a silver pen to do the little bodies of the butterflies, as it matches the thank you in silver on the front, and this is from the die that we got in the kit. The back of the card has with love. This is again from the die that came with the kit, but this is the inside of the die, so when you cut out the with love, this is what it leaves behind. And so that I didn't, waste anything, I put that inside here, and again with another of the butterflies. So this is my first card, my little diamond pop-up card from Samantha in Mixed Up Crafts. I leave that over here. So that's card 1. Card number 2, again from another tutorial I watched with Samantha at Mixed Up Crafts. This is a center step card, and that's how it looks. And this is it from the front. I've used the beautiful embossing powder that came in the kit to do the butterflies and the Have a Beautiful Day. I've taken some wine, a rich deep wine colored cardstock, and I've used that for the base as well as the layers. I've used some of Lizi's gems. I've again punched out some butterflies, used some of the little pink and white gems that came in the kit, and some ribbon from my stash. I have filled in the butterflies, you can see them there, with Wink of Stella. So there's a lovely sparkle to each of the butterflies here. This just makes me think of chocolate and red wine. Just lush and yum. The back of the card is where you would write your sentiment. Again, the butterfly is stamped from the kit, embossed with the embossing powder from the kit, and I've put Wink of Stella on it, as well as the little butterfly punch that I had from my kit, picking up from the papers. And what beautiful papers that these are. Really lovely, lovely papers. Inside I have put my little handmade die. I've tucked it in there because it's not somewhere you'll see if it's on a mantelpiece or a shelf. And I like to put my little logo on my cards. So that's card number 2. Moving on to card number 3. Card number 3 is an easel card. Again, a tutorial from Sam at Mixed Up Crafts. I promise folks, I do watch Jennifer Maguire and Crazy Paper Chick and my other favourite, Kirsty Marcotte, and many, many more, Amy Orr. There's so many fantastic people on YouTube crafting. But Sam seems to be my favourite for this kit for some reason. And this is one of her easel cards. And I really like this. I think it's so simple, but at the same time, it's really pretty. I've used some of Lizi's peel-offs. I didn't use the blue ones. I used some silver ones from my stash so that it would match the silver mirror card, which I have used here with the butterflies. I've also used it for my die, the With Love die. And that's where the With Love came from my first card. It came out of in here. I've used one of the buttons, and this is some vellum that I die cut out using a butterfly die from my stash. I have foam mounted the Spread More Love here on the front, so it stabilizes the card when it stands. And that is my 3rd card. Now, my 4th card, this is a 5x7 standard card. I've used the beautiful flower embossed paper on this. I just don't think any of the filming that's done for these papers really do these papers justice. They are just so gorgeous to use. I've layered this on a cream background, so between the green and the cream it's picking up the colors here in the beautiful paper. I've used some of Lizi's fab paper flowers, and I don't think, again, my camera or my lighting is doing it justice. I have die cut out an oval in gold, and I die cut out the thank you from the die that we got in the kit, and I used the paper itself, one of the offcuts, to cut out the thank you. Inside I have layered a piece of the paper from the front to tie it together, and used the Spread More Love stamp and 2 of the little butterflies. And on the back again I've layered and matted. This Kirsty Marcotte does this idea on her cards, and I love it. I think it just ties the whole thing together, having the papers all like that. I just think it's a fantastic idea. I hope she doesn't mind me utilizing her wonderful idea in my cards as well. So that's card number 4. We'll move these over a little and move on to card number 5. This card is called a pop box card, and this is why. It is a flat card, but when you pop it out, inside you have a little piece that pops out like that. I've used some of the lovely papers from the kit. It's on a rich wine or colour card. I've layered and matted the papers inside with a gold cardstock that came in the kit, and that's picked up again here in the front. I've used one of the puffy sticker butterflies as well as the puffy sticker thank you. And this looks like it's just floating in midair, folks. Look at that. It's just floating there. That's because it's on a piece of acetate. I have used some of the lovely embroidered ribbon, I think that's what we're calling it, on the front, and some of the gems. And on the back, I have again used the paper. I've matted and layered it so that you can write your sentiment here, the to and the from, as well as my little logo. So this is card number 5. And to me it kind of looks like an egg, but we won't say anything. We won't mention that. So moving on to card number 6, and this is a Vfold card. Another one of Sam's from Mixed Up Craft. I have used a blue card as the base card for this. I've matted it using a grey card, and I don't know if you can pick it up here, but this layer here on the grey card is sitting on another layer of grey card, and I just wanted to add a bit of sparkle to underneath. So I think the camera is just picking it up there. So it has a double layer. So this top layer has got foam tape underneath. I've used the puffy stickers again, some of the sequins on the front, and then inside, have a beautiful day on one of the little doilies. And this is how the card looks when it's set. This is what it looks looking down, and from the front it would look like this. The back of it, I have done an area so that you can write your message, and I've chosen a sentiment from my stash, and then tucked in here is my little handmade buy. So that's card number 6. And moving on, card number 7. This is on a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 card. It's a pink mottled card. This is a pack of cards and envelopes that I picked up in my local art and hobby shop, and I have used some of the papers to layer and mat. I've also used a green mirror card from my stash for under the sentiment, as well as the beautiful floral paper. I've used some ribbon from my stash along with some of the embroidered ribbon we got in the kit, some of the little embellishments. This is a top folding card, and inside it just has happy birthday wishes with the butterflies from the kit. And that's that card. Card number 8 is another Vfold card. This card has got some of the embossed gingham paper as well as the embossed butterflies, so you can just catch the embossing there. I've used the Spread More Love stamp, and I have stamped this in silver as with the last one. I just found that with the colours that I'm using in the cards, the embossing powder that came with it didn't lend itself too well to lighter cardstock, but as you can see there on the darker cardstock, it looks just fantastic, really lush. So with this one I used silver. I've layered and mounted all the different colours I picked up from the main, this plaid colour here, so I went with green and cream, as well as some of the papers from Lizi's kit and embellishments. Inside it has happy birthday, have a bloomin' marvellous day. And that's that card. Again, when it's set on the top it would look like this, and from the front it would look like this. And that's that card. So we are on to card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, card number 9. And this is just a plain little card, and you know, I really like this. I've taken some of the lovely papers, and as I don't know if you can pick it up there, but it's on foam tape. It's got the thank you in gold, as well as a gold layer behind the paper. I've used again some of the embroidered ribbon, one of the puffy butterflies, and some of the big embellishments. And I just think this is a lovely card. I really like it. I think it's simple, but you know what? It just does what it says on the box. Thank you. Inside it has spread more love, some more of the papers matted and layered. And again on the back I've matted and layered some paper. This card is a ready-made card from DoCraft, and it's not as heavy as some of the others, so I found again by putting the matching paper inside and on the back, it just helps stabilize the card so it'll sit nicely, you know, on a desk or a mantle or a shelf or whatever. So that's card number 9. And let's see if we can move these up a little bit. For card number 10, this is called a screen card, and this card I saw it in a craft magazine. When I started crafting, I was buying the magazines every month. I found with the extra little bits you get in them, the magazines were very helpful, and they give you great ideas and how to, and I just thought this was lovely. Now I have used paper punch along the top, and I've also used a punch along the bottom. So what I've done is I have punched out along here and here and here and here, and then I've taken my scissors and just cut from here up and from here up. So it gives it I think it looks a bit like a dresser. The feet look just like a dresser or an old style screen. And I've mounted these beautiful papers on green and gold cardstock that came with the kit. And I've used some of Lizi's gold peel-offs that I have in my stash. I've used some of her embroidered ribbon and a little stamp there. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. I just think this is such a positive little card to send to someone. And when it's folded up, it measures, let's see, literally 3 by 6 1/4. So if you have an envelope punch board, you can make an envelope for this card yourself. And that's what I'm going to do for it. On the back I've got an area so that you can write your message. I've used one of Lizi's puffy stickers, and again I've embellished the back using the paper that's on the front as well as the gold cardstock from the kit. And that is my 10th card. So folks, that's it from me. I'd like to thank you all for watching and for liking my video and subscribing. Thank you, Lizi, for a really lovely kit. You outdid yourself this time around. I mean, all your kits are fantastic, but I think the papers in this kit are really lovely. And as I said, I have some left over, so I think I make my Mother's Day card using some of the leftover papers. But this is my 10 cards, 1 kit. Again, thank you for watching and see you again soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you like, you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook.